Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Tuesday TATCHAT with myself and soon Nick for a drink. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We are going to be doing like our normal Tuesday, like reseller chat, but also we're going to be focusing today on the Facebook auctions that are going to be running as like a because obviously there was so much interest from the community in terms of donating amazing items. There's some really amazing items going up for auction for a great cause, but it's going to be done through the setup the specific Facebook group that's been set up for it. So I can see Nick is back, so you can say hello. And what we'll do is we'll carry on with, like I said, we'll do a bit of our regular chatting, but there's going to be an emphasis on the lots because there's some really good stuff, and it would be a shame for anyone to miss out if they wanted to pick up some really cool items and for a good cause. So hi Nick, how are you?
Yeah, very good. Yeah, it will be nice to just explain at some point how that's all going to work, and then we'll maybe screen share and show you what's going to be on offer and how that's going to work. So we're going to kind of shoehorn that in today. I don't want to drive everyone nuts with this auction malarkey, but there's been so much appetite for it.
Yeah,
as Zaheer was just saying, we couldn't get through all the lots in 2 very long auction shows. So what is left is going to be auctioned off on the Facebook page. So we'll go into that in a bit and screen share. We're hoping that Sue's going to pop in if she can make it. Apart from that, you'll be stuck with me and Zaheer. So
it's a bit old school, isn't it? It's a little bit old school. We've been adding a bit of variety recently, but this is the original format. It was just us do week after week for quite a while, just chatting, often the same topics. But we'll go in and say a few hellos. Mr. Diggs was in the chat first this evening, so hi Mr. Diggs. Peter Ray as well. Hi Peter. Indie Chick has joined us. Chelsea and Stephen Bennett. A Treasure Pirate Heather says oi oi. Kay and Parker Ash has joined. Did you shave a chunk out of your hairs here? No, it's just it's a bit sticking up there, and I just haven't bothered like doing anything about it. Like, you know, this is a little bit. It does look it, but no, I haven't shaved a chunk out. So, Karin has joined us as well. Shelster Rooney. Richard Payne, David McGregor's in the chat, and David has donated a fantastic haul, a fantastic lot to the auction as well.
Yeah, a few people I've seen. I was just getting the chat open. Karin's got a lot in there. David, like you say, Adrian's got a lot in there. With bids on, I think most lots already have bids on because I opened bidding earlier. So I roughly totaled up, it's gone £300 worth of bids were on in an hour. These are going to stay live until, I'm not sure whether it's going to be Saturday or Sunday when we're going to do another little live show, and we will just close bidding one by one and watch them finish. And that will be the end of the auctioning.
Yeah. So I just want to add, the link is, I can hear an echo. I don't know if it's, no, it's fine. Okay. Oh. Yeah. It's okay now, I think.
Down. There you go.
Yeah. Just wanted to add the link to the Facebook group auction is in the description, and even if you're not on Facebook, if you click on it, because it's an open group, you can still view the lots. So, and if you see anything that entices you enough, you can then ping off a request to join the group, which one of the admins of the group will then have to approve you so you can actually join it, which will involve you setting up an account if you don't have one. But if something catches your eye, even if it's just for this particular reason, it's worth it. So if you actually click on that Facebook group auction link in the description, that will take you to the Facebook page where all the lots have been photographed and listed, and we'll share a few of those as well. So
yeah, there were a couple of people who were having issues because like users here, they're not currently on Facebook, and they were wondering how they could get around it. I would suggest the easiest way is to find somebody you know who has Facebook, get them to bid on your behalf. That's perfectly fine, as long as the final bid is paid into the charity. We don't really care how it happens. So you can either find someone who's bidding on your behalf or join Facebook just for the week.
Yeah, and like I said, you can actually see everything without joining. So there's no excuse to not at least have a peek at that link, so that you can see what's been so generously donated. I mean, it's incredible.
There are a few more lots being added. I think Lex just mentioned she's adding one of her very unique lots.
Wonderful.
After the show, so go and check that out. I think there'll be a few more as well. And if you do have something that you really want to add, then please do. But we don't want it to just endlessly carry on. So everything will either be sold. If it doesn't get bids, that's going to be the end of it. We have a bunch of stuff for the raffle already, so that's going to run afterwards, because this is going to have to end at some point. So yeah. Should we screen share some stuff?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's go for it.
Oh, just before we go into that, actually, I quickly caught your video earlier, which was really interesting, about the dealings you've had.
Yeah,
on eBay.
Yeah, it's a perennial topic, but it's something that I think is important for everyone to just bear in mind, that sometimes it happens where you're just not going to please someone. And I came across a situation where, I did my absolute best to, make sure that this customer got what they wanted. And it just turned out that it wasn't going to work out like that. And they sent me back an item that was not in the condition that I sent it out in. But due to the rules that we all know that are in place, that just means that you have to take it on the chin. So
it is difficult and interesting. And we've got an ongoing one. I sold 4 of the, you might remember, I had 4 large foot tall Doctor Who figures.
Yeah, the articulated ones where David Tennant looked really injured.
Yep, with the very drunk David Tennant. Well, they sold at £15 plus shipping. I remember finding a box big enough to fit all 4 in, and it's all logged. The weight of it was 1.8 kilos on the Royal Mail. Yeah, click and drop, whatever I use now. And they've received it and claimed I only sent them 2, which is beyond a joke. So we've messaged them and said, well, we know the weight of the package. I know that I put the 4 in, I packed them myself, etc. But they are adamant. So I've even told them I know how much the package weighed, and they're still adamant. So I don't know how that's going to pan out. That would be interesting. I'm going to ask them to send back the other 2, and then I'm going to say to eBay, they're having a laugh, because it will be half the weight that I sent them.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's sometimes, you're certain, like I was almost certain in my case, that the buyer was just fishing for, extra cash off the item, because he'd been quite like a bit, there'd been a bit of bargaining going on, which sometimes makes you realize actually it's just not worth it. But, you do these things because you want to appeal to as many customers as possible, so you offer best offer and all this stuff. But I was seriously thinking, okay, there's no way he's just fishing for an extra bit of cash, get the item even cheaper. There's no way he's going to actually return it. But it turns out that it was a genuine case where he just had obviously broken it, and that was the end of it. What he thought was wrong with it wasn't really an issue. I mean, he was saying that the swash plate was broken, but that can pop back in, just like it can pop out if you have a bad crash. He must have had
flown into his fence or
into something, broken the tail, and something's popped. The swash has popped out, which is like the little bit at the top, but you can pop that back in, and it's not an issue. But it was just it was pointless. I mean, if I had gone down the rabbit hole and agreed to a further partial refund, what's to say that he wouldn't have fitted it properly, the replacement part, or he could have caused further damage, and in the end I could have been even further out of pocket and then ended up having to refund anyway. And it can be quite frustrating. I mean, luckily it doesn't happen often. That's why I made the video, that like this is just something you've got to be prepared that it probably is going to happen to you. If it hasn't happened yet, it probably will happen, and you just have to be prepared for it.
I think so. And I would say pick your battles. If you're going to contest one, make sure it's worth your while.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I don't know. People have very different opinions about this. Some people fight every case to the 9th degree, but I would say choose your battles wisely, because some just aren't worth the time and stress. But
and it can tire you out, definitely. And like you said, the time and the stress, they were important factors. You've got to look at about, you know, how much is it going to impact your, how is it going to impact your mood as well? You know, like it's important.
Yeah. And it takes your focus onto something negative, and focusing on something negative is just not good generally in life, let alone when you're trying to run a business. So
definitely.
Okay, so shall I try and screen share, and I'll take a quick peek in the group for those that haven't seen what's on offer. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Take a look.
Yeah, I was just popping into the chat again, and you know, this is what I want to try to avoid, but Mary Beth says that kind of talk is so scary for newbies, and I completely appreciate that, and that was part of my motivation for making of that video, is not to be scared by it, because you know, when people talk about the cost of doing business, it really is just that. It really is, and it won't it's not that terrible, you know, it's not really that bad. You know, the odd issue happens, but overall, look how happy I am to still be doing this. Where, you know, I told Beck about it, we just got on with it, and that was it. I mean, you know, we agreed that we were both gonna just accept it for what it is and fix it up and get on.
The thing is, we're not playing this down. I remember the first few times you have somebody that is clearly taking the piss, it affects you. You can't stop thinking about it. You lie there at night, stressed about it. But after you've had 10 or 20 of these over the years, they don't happen that often, like Zaheer's saying, totally. But you do learn to just not accept it, but cope with it, manage it, and move on.
Yep. I've just highlighted your screen, Nick, so it stays on the
screen sharing.
Yes.
What we were talking about before was the reseller charity auction that's been going on for the last few weeks. What is left is now live on Facebook for bidding. So this is a lot I've added today. This is the silver job lot that I picked up about, I guess it's about a year ago now. So what's going to happen is there's a bunch of pictures. I've got a description at the top. And then all you need to do to be able to bid is go down to the comments. And as you can see, this has already been bid up to £80 by Edward. I think it was Edward and Gary who were bidding on that. So if we scroll, oh, that's a new one. So Sam has added a lot there, for example, already has 2 bids on it. So all you would do would need to just type in a number there. As long as it's higher, obviously, than the previous bid, you will be the current bidder. And then either Saturday or Sunday, not sure on the day or time yet, we will do a live show where I will come in and I will just write bidding close. Well, I'll give you fair warning. And then once bidding close has been written in here by me, that will be it. And the high bidder has won it. So there's Karin's 1900s teacup and saucer. I think that's had a bid on already. Yep, a couple of bids come in on that. Glenn, I messaged, he's going to split this into 2 lots. We can't really bid on 2 lots on one post, so bidding's not open on that yet. This is an interesting one. I'm bidding on this as well. So Michael has kindly offered to create a set of 4 coasters. That's just you know, like a test image. They won't have ducks on them. And a set of 4, I think it is, mugs printed with your design. So it could be a photograph, it could be just an image, or any design you fancy. How do I get out of here? There we go. So yeah, 4 mugs and 4 coasters. And there's bids coming in on those because I was bidding earlier against Chris. So I'm currently winning that at £18. There's no chance I'll win it for that. Sue has added that since I last looked. Some Lego books. So yeah, if I quickly scroll, right, Glenn has split his lots, so I need to delete the other one. So you can bid on a pair of shoes, pick the size of your choice. Some Lego. There's a, oh, there you go, that's Glenn's other lot. This is cool. This is Formula One Japan this year program.
Wow.
So already interesting. That's 2 bits from there.
That is cool.
Yeah, so that's quite collectible, that one. George, incredibly generous, has donated more stuff. There's this milk shaker, not quite, so that makes milkshakes, is that right?
I think it just froths it up by the looks of it. It's got one of those little wiry contraptions.
Yeah.
You know, like you can, yeah, like a milk frother, basically.
Nice. Never
Yeah.
seen one of those before.
I think it's literal. It's a milk shaker. It will just aerate the milk.
So if you need your milk shaking, Chris is currently a high bidder on that.
he's that's the lot to go to.
David McGregor, this is cool as well. This is a Nintendo merch crate.
Wow.
eBay value 35 to 40 pounds. Already bid up to 30 by Chris. Nice one, Chris. Emma has donated nice Star Wars brand new inbox, perfect gift for Christmas. Again, bids coming in on that. Another Star Wars bundle that I was bidding on. Okay. Right. Well, I'm not having this.
Oh,
I was going to go 15. Let's go 15. I don't think I'll win it at 15, but yeah, that's quite a larger bundle. There's 4 or 5 different bits in there.
That's nice.
So, yeah, perfect Christmas presents for family. Yeah, it's great. This is nice. Pete Allen, who has a YouTube channel. Check him out if you haven't already.
Megatron.
Really nice Transformers that I was bidding on. Oh, I'm winning that. George again. That's Men in Black.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah. Wombles with some bids on already. Darren and Phoebe have donated some bits. Some DVDs. There's so much stuff. Virtually everything already has bids on, but these will remain open all week. There's some artwork there.
I did notice that Lex had just added 4 photos. It came up on a little notification.
Oh, okay, Lex.
I don't know if it's going to be at the top.
I'll scroll back and have a look. This is nice. This is Richard Payne. He's donated a genuine Disneyland Paris limited edition jacket. Men's by the look of it. And it's got that on the back. How cool is that? Size large.
That is cool. Oh, can I just pop into the chat quickly and just say, wow, Joan has just put in ka-ching, £275. That's a nice sale to get.
Wow. What's that?
Is it some kind of sewing machine maybe? Because I know Joan does a lot of those. And Joan actually asked, can anyone join your auction page on Facebook? Yes, Joan, if you look in the description box, you'll see that there is a link for the group. That will take you to the Facebook group that Nick is actually just screen sharing right now, and you will then be able to join it from there, and bid on the lots that Nick's going through right now.
Yep, I'll quickly scroll through the last few. There will be some bits added to this, so don't think this is everything. I was pleased that Sue has bid on the little Christmas egg cozies, so they've got a bid on, which is great. Darren's kindly donated this. I think it's wooden carved Tigger.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that is
quite unique.
Bids in on that. Yeah. Tom's signed rugby ball. Oh, £2. Come on, somebody's got to outbid Simon there. There's a bogeyman egg white separator. There is everything on offer in here.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you know it's a quality auction when you've got a bogeyman egg white separator there. That is amazing, and that's been donated by Leah, right?
Yep, Leah, from Leah Michelle. Stephen Maloney has donated another item. This is vintage Danger Mouse figurine by the look of it. Some jewelry. Puzzles, again, Christmassy stuff. This will be split into 2 lots because there's a Nintendo book and a Call of Duty sealed PS4 game that needs to be split. More clothing, all sorts. We'll be here all night. I think that's the end. There you go. So, okay, now, did you say Lex has added pictures?
She did. It said Lex has added a post with 4 photos. Yeah, as hoping it's not too risky. Risque.
Oh, one person wants to join. I'll add whoever that is. Dawn, approved. There you go. You're in. Okay. Lex. Tell you what, if I just search Lex.
Said she added 4 photos.
Here we go.
Oh wow. Oh, those are epic.
Nork covers.
Oh my goodness. Well, only Lex.
So Lex is a professional nipple tassel creator. You may have seen the Nick and Tom ones that were kindly won by Steve the other
Yeah.
week. These are limited one-off Carla Jenkins nipple tassels.
Oh
I love
my
the expressions
goodness.
on those. They're epic.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want those? I mean, that's. Can I just say, Lex? I love the touch with the orange paper there, the tissue paper there as well, and the specs are amazing.
Yeah. And these will
Yeah.
be shipped worldwide. Don't feel left out. If you're in the US, you can own
Oh gosh.
Carla nipple.
Knowing what we know about the community, that probably will end up being one of the highest bid items.
That is great. Thank you so much, Lex, for putting the
Yeah.
time and effort in on those. So if I just quit screen sharing, easy for you to say.
Oh gosh.
Working.
There you go. You're back. You're back.
Oh.
Yeah, you're back. Yeah, it's all good.
Right, so there you go. So that gives you an idea. Go over, have a bid. There's plenty of stuff on there. There must be something you're interested in. It works the same if you are the highest bidder as it was doing on the live ones. So once I've closed bidding at the weekend, just go over to one of the Just Giving pages. The links will be on the live videos, and they're within the group. Make your donation and then contact the seller, and we'll get it shipped out to you.
By the way, Kenneth says at Nick, your mystery boxes are on the way for you guys. We've got mystery boxes on the way.
What?
Yeah, from Kenneth from out in like Sweden.
I'm confused. What's that? What?
I don't know. I don't know. We're getting mystery boxes.
Oh yeah, I can see now. Kenneth Christensen.
Yeah. Okay.
I
look forward to receiving it.
Oh. We may have to go live and open them together, see what's going on.
Joan says I could earn good money with those. I'm assuming she's referring to the Norks. Wow.
Lex did offer to provide tit tape as well if you don't have any.
Is that the official terminology as well?
Yeah.
And Steve says, "Oh, my add to my collection."
Oh, you will have a unique collection if you manage to bag these.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Good Lord.
Absolutely amazing. Tom is in the chat. Hi Tom, says sorry I couldn't join live, meeting with my accountant, watching on my phone. Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, Tom's up to his eyeballs in accounts, which is not fun. Colin says, look at the poor separated Furby. See, I've started to slowly detach him from the group. You know, he's saying his long goodbye.
Oh gosh, that's just cruel. It's just so cruel. I was actually all for destroying them, but I'm kind of like, feel bad now.
No, the kind people of the reselling world have saved these ones. So.
Yeah, most of them are saved. One of them has to go.
And
Denmark, that was it. Denmark, not Sweden. My apologies, Kenneth, from Denmark.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, mystery box from Denmark.
Awesome. I don't know what everyone thinks about these. I don't know whether I should just donate them to a cancer research shop or whether they should go into the auction so one of you guys can have them.
Or raffle them, maybe.
These are saved. Oh yeah, the raffle. That's what I
could put them in the raffle.
I could put them in a raffle. I don't know. We'll take votes on that. They could be auctioned. I'm happy to send them out to somebody to look after them.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be plenty of takers for them.
See, but then they could end up in the hands of somebody who wants to.
You just can't tell. Such a conundrum. Yeah, but even if you raffle them, you know.
Yeah, Chris. Hi. I hope you have a plan, Nick, for the demise of the Furby. I am. Yes, I'm storyboarding a little video. It's going to be fun.
Shazad is in the chat asking, hi Shazad, I guess, when is the raffle? Have you
Yeah, actually... well, so at the weekend we're going to, all of the auction lots will be finished live on a live stream, and from that point we will then explain how the raffle's going to work. I need to have a chat with Carla. She sounds like the expert on this, and we'll set that up. So after the weekend, and then I don't know when we'll do the raffle draw. Probably the weekend after that.
Not a bad idea.
Roughly. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Southwest Sellers out of the frying pan into the fire.
Well, people are saying raffle, so that sounds the
Yeah, I think raffle sounds pretty good. They've done a sterling job of fundraising, haven't they?
I'm not
Those little
sure
guys.
Andrea could take it if they all were back up, having their heads on the chopping block again.
It was pretty intense. Yeah, pretty intense.
Steve has 6 nipples though, so we'll need to make him more.
Oh God almighty.
That's why he bought them.
No, it makes sense.
Cover a third of his nipples.
The Furbies need a surf and promise of adoption, says Rebecca Turner. And then Pivotal Profit is trying to get Steve to model them. Wow, that would be something. Sheltering is taking the kids to jiu-jitsu. And Tom is questioning whether Steve's a dog with his 6 nipples. Oh gosh. No, it was just yeah. I was speaking to you earlier about this, wasn't I, Nick? And it is just amazing how everything came together, and it was just such a great show of support for the causes.
It's been awesome, and yeah, there's more to come. As you know, the auction is now live again on Facebook. If you're just joining us, I know a bunch of people have just joined.
Yep.
We were saying that the lots that we couldn't make it through on the live shows on YouTube are now available to bid on, but you have to bid on the Facebook group. The link is below to that, so go over, have a browse, stick a few bids on. They will be closing at the weekend.
Yep. It's all this week to bid. Like we said, link is in the description. Even if you're not a member of Facebook, you can pop over and do that. I think David has come up with an idea. What if you attach the Furbies to the RC car and drive them off a cliff?
Well,
I'm not. Would they ask? Yeah, it probably would. It would have enough juice to drag a Furby along. It couldn't. I'm not sure it would drag all 5 of them.
All 4. You'd have to pick one.
Yeah. You'd have to pick one. Probably a small.
Plus, the RC that's in the raffle, isn't it? That's going to be in the raffle. Is that right? The RC that didn't get claimed.
That will be raffled. That was because Shazad bought it, and then Shazad outbid himself firstly, and then he decided, no, just what am I going to do with it?
Well, that sort of thing blew me away. Shazad paid a lot of money for that, and then gave it back to the cause. I think it was Antoinette bought Kirsten's silver dish, and then paid beyond what she'd bid. I think it was £100 she paid into the charity, and then said to Kirsten, add it to the raffle.
And not to mention the was it the NES Mini as well?
The NES Mini, which is also being raffled, that was paid for and then redonated, which is amazing. So yeah, the raffle will be worth picking up a few tickets for. We'll explain how that's going to work once we've figured it out.
Ian Parkinson has come up with the idea of imagine a slow-mo of the Furbies as they crash test dummies for Volvo. There's an advert I'd watch. And there's some real mean people in there. I'm guessing with all the cruel ways of getting rid of the old Furbies. Kirsten says, I found it quite emotional. Found myself thinking about my dad all night. Glad I didn't come on live. I may have been a mess. I mean, Kirsten, it's bound to have an impact, but especially when you're close to it, as so many people are. I think that's what made.
I managed to hold it together, but reading out, I think it was your comments about the item, Kirsten. I had a bit of a wobble on the night because I don't know, it just catches up with you, the whole the enormity of it all, really.
Completely.
Darren says there. Question, Nick, was the lady who opened the case on the Doctor Who figures the same lady who wanted you to split them as she only wanted one? Sounds like her plan all along. I haven't actually checked if it's the same buyer, but yeah, I'll have a look at that.
Kenneth is too kind. He says, my parents always told me if you appreciate someone, show them, and I appreciate you guys. You're such an inspiration for me, and you guys got me into eBay reselling. That's very kind of you to say, Kenneth.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
intrigued now.
yeah,
Shall we
completely.
say, Zaheer, when we get the parcels, we'll live stream and open them.
Yeah, do like a duel. Yeah, yeah, see what's in them live. We'll do that. That would be pretty cool. When Shazad says, "What am I going to do with RC?" Don't even like RC. But that just shows perfectly. Shazad's comment there just shows the spirit of it. People were literally just bidding because they wanted to give to charity, and Shazad is a great example of that. As are so many others on the night. It was just, yeah, it was an amazing. It's something we can all be proud of. Crispy says, "I think I'll buy a raffle ticket. Might get a NES mini NES." Says Chris. Yeah, that would be ironic, wouldn't it, Chris?
That would be fantastic. It'll
I don't know
come
if
back to you after all of that. It'll come back to you.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Gosh.
Kenneth also says, Kenneth, who's sending us
Yeah.
mystery boxes, says, and we'll be starting a YouTube channel about reselling for people in Denmark. Only 1 or 2 people do it in Denmark, and they need it.
Wow.
Let us know when you've started it. Will that be in English or your native language? Would it be Dutch?
Is it Danish? I don't know.
Danish? I get confused.
Dutch is like Netherlands.
That's Netherlands, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Danish was, yeah. Tom says I'd burn the Furbies, but that's because you're a bit sick, Tom. That's all I've got to say about that. Burning them. Oh gosh. Oh, and Fritz is coming with a general reseller question. We're all for this is a reselling chat after all. I know. I know sometimes it's easy to forget, but we do the odd bit in there. Do you guys also have to pay 36p for an eBay UK listing, or will that only be charged for sellers outside the UK selling on eBay UK? I believe that sounds like a cost for it that you would pay to list on eBay UK from abroad, because I know that if we often get an option when we're listing to have our listings shown on ebay.com, and they actually charge 50 pence more to do that, to have it shown on ebay.com, which basically is just so it appears as like a native listing, isn't it?
I don't know. It seems odd.
Because normally if you've got international shipping, your item will appear anyway. But what will happen is I think it'll just appear as like an international seller listing. So if you went on ebay.com, you'd have all the items first that are on ebay.com natively. And then once those run out, it says international sellers, and that's where people would see our listings, and that's free. You don't have to pay for your stuff. We all get sales from all over the world without paying, but by paying that 50 pence, it just adds you to it natively automatically. But you don't even need to pay that, because eBay have been sending out many offers to sellers where they're encouraging you to go onto ebay.com and actually list directly on ebay.com. But obviously that means double the work, so if you're listing on eBay, and plus then there's also questions about duplicate listings as well. Surely if you're listing an item, you'd have to kind of vary the listing a little bit so it's not duplicated.
Yeah, I'm sure I saw a message come through today about listing on the German.
Yeah, they're really trying hard, aren't they? List on eBay. Yeah,
you get no end of valuation fee.
Yeah.
So yeah. Lex has a question. How many Furbies does it take to tile a bathroom? Answer: it depends how thinly you slice them.
Oh gosh,
that would make a great YouTube channel. How to kill a Furby, and just each video is just a different way of killing a Furby.
Just killing. That would be. Paul Calvert says, just like the old days of the chat, talking about nipples and other random stuff. Is that how we got here? Is it, Nick?
Oh, apparently so. It's been a long time. I can't remember.
Yeah, probably. We'll go with that.
Question: did the Atari get paid for? Yes, and I believe that's been shipped out. I think, and if anyone's in who's still got issues with their items being paid for, if you donated an item, please get in touch, because I believe everything's been paid for now. We're up to date.
Oh gosh. The Furby should be allowed at least one duos on Fortnite with Z first. I think it would probably prefer instantaneous death over having to play a game of duos with me.
They'd only show you up though, Z. That's the trouble.
Yeah, probably. Oh gosh.
You die and they go ahead and get a win.
And Marcella asks, have you done an environmental study to figure out the safest way to off the Furby?
No.
This is getting a bit in depth, guys. You're kind of concerning me with your kind of morbid obsession with killing these things. Oh gosh. Mary Death Deal says, please tell the American what Nork is.
A Nork is a boob.
Yes, basically. Kenneth actually says his channel would be in Danish.
Danish.
Yeah. So yeah.
Good.
So that makes complete
Dutch.
sense. Yeah. No, not Dutch.
Oh, says there, Nick, the Mario figure I got at the Hitchin meetup just sold on for £10 plus postage. That's nice. I think you paid what, 50 pence for it? Beat me to it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Corin says if you have a private account, it's 36p a listing. Ah. But I know that there is an additional charge to list on an additional site. So I think the guy was asking because he's listing from outside of the UK. And to list it, they will probably be given an option when they're listing to list on eBay UK. And I'm sure that even if there's a charge for that's like you're talking about your insertion fee, aren't you? 36 pence a listing. But you probably also have to pay if it's even available to a private account, which I doubt it would be. But we were talking about having that payment where they automatically will show your listing on a different eBay site. So for us, for you guys, when you actually look at your listing, it will often say list on ebay.com, and it's like it adds a 50 pence charge, and that will automatically list your listing on ebay.com natively. So it'll appear as a native listing, not as an international seller. I'm losing my ability to breathe through my nose, guys. I'm sorry. No, I don't know. It's not that. I think I've got like I know it sounds silly, but I think I've got allergies against pets. I've had them for a while. So having cats for years and dogs for years, but I think it's to do with that. I sometimes
I can sympathize with that. Lex, question: what's pink and orange and goes around and round and round? Furby in a blender.
Oh.
I'm actually daydreaming about a channel just like one video a week where it's just how to kill a Furby. You are safe, young boys and girls. You're not.
Have they been on Does It Blend? There's a YouTube channel. Yeah, there's a YouTube channel called Will It Blend or something, isn't it? So I'm sure.
When this whole thing came up, I searched on YouTube. This has been done before. It's not. There's no new ideas on YouTube. There's
no.
People burning them and doing horrible things to them, like stripping their skin off, and they look like little robots.
Yeah, they look kind of horrific like that, don't they?
Great big eyes.
Yeah, they look a bit weird. Okay.
Steve's got Steve's having issues with his nipple tassel supplier. That needs sorting out.
Oh gosh.
Have you not received them yet, Steve?
Okay, just go down the chat. World Events has a general reseller question. I notice a lot of people buy used clothes to sell on eBay and store them in their homes. What precautions do you take in avoiding bed bug infestation? That's actually a good question. It's something that you do have to be careful of, especially now. Bed bugs weren't really something that, especially in the UK, people worried about, but as people travel more and go further and further afield, it's becoming more of a common thing, isn't it? And if you're dealing with any kind of used clothes, it's something you've got to be aware about. I mean, I think you're mostly going to be safe if you're buying, off the shelf, kind of off the rack, off the hanger type clothes at most charity shops, I'd be very careful if I was digging through like bins, like when sometimes they've got bins and bins of clothes and they've just come straight out of a black sack. You've got to be careful. But I've not heard of anyone in the community that suffered from a bed bug infestation from bringing in used clothing. But it's a good question though. I mean,
yeah. I remember Carla once shared an image of an item she had actually listed and put in like a sealed clear bag, and then the next day there was like 50, 60 of these little tiny little bugs in it that had seemingly hatched out from somewhere.
Wow.
I mean, I don't want to make anyone paranoid. I mean, we have a load of clothing in the back office. That's Andrea's. I suppose with used stuff, you could go to the lengths of making sure you wash everything on a high temperature when you get it. But
I mean, the thing is, I believe they tend to stay around like the food source, which is obviously people. So they're not likely to be, it's not likely that they're going to just be all in clothes. They tend to stay, around where people sleep. So it's not. You probably be more worried if you're buying lots of bedding or something like that. But
used bedding.
Yeah.
I've bought kids do like Harry
bed
Potter
sheets
duvets
and
covers.
But I mean, it's not common. And I think it's right to not kind of make a big worry about it. But I know, like over in the States, it can be quite a big issue. So
yeah, Tom's saying, anyone else itching now after hearing this? It does make you scratch a bit. Oh, there's an update. Steve says, no, I haven't received them yet. My supplier lives in another country, probably going through GSP, or that will be the excuse. That's outrageous.
Gosh. Gosh. So funny. Okay. What are the...
I might screen share again and see if they've got any bids on.
Yeah. What? Just going through the chat. Oh god, yeah. Pivotal Profit is now coming in on the old what's pink orange goes round and round, a Furby nipple does. Oh gosh.
I can't find the window. No. What have I done with it?
Sue Aaron says, hi, I'll avoid mites by steaming all the clothes, kill lots of germs. Yeah, steaming would do the job, wouldn't they? And they steam the clothes at charity shops, says Karen. Yeah, I think if you're buying from charity shops, I really don't think there's anything to worry about. So we don't want to kind of give people the heebie-jeebies, as it were, because it's a pretty gross subject. But still.
Okay, I'm screen sharing the window, but the window's vanished off my desktop. How the hell have I done that?
No, you've got it now. It's screen sharing.
Yeah, I know it is, but I can't actually find the window to manipulate it and move it.
Oh, it's there somewhere.
It's not. Oh,
you've got it?
Hey, right, okay.
Okay, I've just put it on you now, so.
Okay. Oh, I'm messaging Carla then.
Let's have a look.
Oh, let me just add whoever that is. Okay. So if you just slide, you are now in. So if you've just joined us, this is the Reseller Charity Auction Group where we're selling off the last of the lots. These are the nipple tassels we were talking about with Carla's face on.
Oh, wow.
Steve, hey, £20. Stop it, Steve, says Lex. And Carla herself is in at 21. Okay, there's a battle brew in there. Yeah, Glenn has sorted out his lot. Oh, that's already got a bid on. Old McDonald. Now, my nieces have this. I think it's the one where you put the animals in and it makes the animal noises. Is that the one? I think it is.
Oh.
I might be wrong, but they've got something very similar. So, yeah. So lots of bids coming in. please feel free to go over there. Remember, it's all for charity. There's lots of perfect stuff for gifts for Christmas. There you go. I think there's about, I don't know, 30 lots maybe on here. Let me see how if I'm still winning the right, there's the silver. Has that gone up now? It's still at £80. Cohen's mug, which has bids on. I need to delete that now. They are in separate lots. God, doing Facebook admin live on the internet. How wonderful.
Carla says, hey guys, sorry I couldn't join. In the airport and don't think the Wi-Fi could handle it. Oh no worries, Carla. I see that you've managed to get your bid in though on the old tassels. That's fantastic. David Morse actually says 18,000 people have watched a video of a Furby in a blender. So that is, yeah.
Everything's broken up at my end. My computer's having a stall. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh, there we go. It's back again.
Is it back?
Lex just messaged me so it popped up on my screen. Oh, am I still winning that? Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, there you go. So lots of bids coming in. Please feel free to go over there. If you need to ask questions, obviously just put a question down below in the comments. It's not a problem. It won't confuse the bidding. If you need to know any information, sizes, anything you need to know about these items, please message the seller and they'll get back to you. The sellers have all offered to ship the item out free, so the final hammer price is all you will pay, and all of that will go straight to the charity. There you go. All right, let's stop screen share again.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm back.
You're just about coming back, I think. No, you're still on your...
Yeah, my computer's doing weird things at the minute. Apologies.
No, that's right. No, you're back on... it's gone back to the old Facebook page. Oh, now it's gone. I think you have to give it time. Like, click it off once and then...
Yeah, I've only done it once.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're still on... You're still on the Facebook page. Now it's a blank screen.
I'm not doing anything to
it. Yeah.
I haven't done anything since.
No, it's just a blank. Oh, there you are. You're back.
Oh, okay, right. Seamless. We are seamless.
Seamless. Change profile to Furbies, Nick. Then we'll know we're in the right place. Says Mary Death. Oh gosh, Nick, close some tabs to speed up your browser. You're triggering people. Says Tom. By people he means you're triggering him, probably.
I tend to operate with so many tabs open, it's crazy. They just build up through the day. No, it's working fine now.
Fritz says you would almost open a Facebook account again with all those nice offers on the reseller charity auction. Yeah, you would if it's worth it, definitely. I'm okay for now. I've got a couple of nice lots on their way to me. Well, actually, I've gotten one of them, but I still haven't opened it. My Speedy Gonzalez.
Oh, you won Speedy as well.
Yeah. He's still in the box.
That's cool.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh, it's a big one.
Okay, let's go through the chat.
Oh, Carla's not impressed. What's going on? Steve, I am hurt to think you prefer tassels of Nick and Tom's faces rather than my stunning visage.
It's because he said he's going to let Carla have them, because Carla was like, you better outbid me.
Oh, I can see Doge behind your shoulder.
Oh my god.
Hey! What's up, Doge?
Hello, Al.
I'll
be out in a moment.
Let me in.
Thing is, if I let him in, all he's going to do is just want to get out again.
I love you, Dad. Let me in.
so funny.
I'm gonna lick the window.
He's staring at me. Oh gosh.
Oh dear.
World Event says, I dabble but have avoided buying used clothes for that reason. So many people buy World Events. Honestly, it's like, I mean, loads. When I first started dabbling in auctions, it was one of the first things I was buying. I was buying pallets and pallets of clothes. I'd literally get pallets delivered to me, and touch wood, we were okay. So in hindsight, I probably would have been a bit more careful. But and some of the clothes I had to dig through weren't nice, so but they still were okay. It's not likely. I suppose it does depend on where you're doing it as well. Yeah, wouldn't worry about it so much, as DBG says. Steven says, "Go on, don't be mean. Let him." I'm not being mean. He's gone. He's found something better to do.
He's gone to sulk in the corner and cry himself to sleep now.
Oh yeah, he's probably gone to get fuss from someone else.
Oh, Carla says, I would pay more for them, but I've just shelled out £500,000 for McDonald's in the airport.
Wow.
Welcome home, Carla.
Yeah, airports are waiting for you, aren't they?
Show. I briefly showed the lot that I've added to the Facebook auction. So this is all on offer. It's all going as one lot. That's a solid silver mustard pot with its original glass insert, which usually I think get lost or broken.
Nice.
Slight little chips on the top, but solid silver. I can't remember the date offhand, but I think that was made in London, that one. This is silver plate. That's not as nice. Bit more. I think it's for condiments, don't know. These are lovely. Solid silver again. The weights of these, if you want to know for scrap value, are on the listing. So salt and pepper pot. A lot of age to those. Really nice. There should be pictures of the hallmarks on the Facebook group. I want to do a video before these go as well about what I learned about hallmarks, because I briefly learned a little bit with the help of Gary and Tom. Again, solid silver, hallmarked salt and pepper pots. So they're the main value. And then there's a couple of silver plate bits, including tongs, and then a set of, now these are for eating fish, I believe. This is what Gary told me.
Oh, okay.
They've got solid silver collars. Yeah. I think the main part is just plate. And they're not real bone, from what I can tell. So that's that. All of that's going as one lot, but there's a lot of competition because Gary and Edward want these. So go and have a go. We've got deep enough pockets.
Shazad says, I'm off, guys. Have to go and catch the transfer to the airport. Going to land at 4:30 a.m. and be in work for 10. The daily grind. Well, I hope you had a good holiday, though, Shazad. It sounds like you did. Private beaches, yachts. It was the works.
Nice.
And Steve's off as well, and Lex has given him a nice goodbye there, calling him knob face.
I know Alexis had to clarify that Steve, not
yeah. We
always clarify who the knob face is.
Yeah, it's always best when you're oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm really glad there's some decent bids on that silver. I've had it sitting around for at least a year, and I was never getting around to list it. So
the thing is, we always gravitate to bits that we're like more naturally excited about to list. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Lego haul you got would have bumped it even further down the pecking order.
Exactly. I keep adding to the piles.
Yeah.
Oh, is he back? Hang on. Is he back? He's back. He's back. He's back. That is the saddest little face.
It's just what his face looks like. It's not even sad.
I can see his tail going.
Yeah, or his stump. Oh gosh. Oh god, I don't know. just gonna turn my back.
Alf, lick the window. Alf.
I'll let him in, and he'll just hopefully go away.
What was that?
Ooh. That was a bit of a weird sound. Okay.
Is that something on your roof?
Yeah. It's like,
Sounds like water.
yeah, it's like water. I don't know why that is. Bit confused. All right. Anyway. Okay. I've let him in. He's just going to hang around here for a bit and lick the floor as if it's...
Sean, was that email address to pass on to Gary? I can copy and paste that and send it to him. If it is.
Alf needs a fillet steak. He's so cute. I would subscribe to an all Alfie channel, says Marcella. Oh gosh. Is that Alfie's bum making the noise? No, thankfully not, Stephen. I don't know what that was, but it sounded like water being kind of sprayed on, or I don't know.
Oh, the neighbour's got the hose out. Or
maybe, but in this, it's dark. It's pitch black.
Oh, yeah.
Birds dancing on the roof. All the animals gathering around Z. He's like Snow White. Oh gosh.
That's something you've never been called, Snow White. I'm sure.
No. I've been called many things, but not Snow White. Oh gosh. Okay, it is 7 o'clock. Southwest says, I would delete your original post as it will stay on YouTube. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
South,
is he talking? Your email up.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Comments do stay live now.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as you guys are communicating, that's cool.
Yeah. That was people clapping for you letting Alfie. Okay. Hey guys, it is an hour. I'm actually struggling to breathe through my nose right now, so
yeah,
okay, call it a night. But
just to sum up, if I can quickly,
yeah, of course.
What we were talking about was the kind of finale of the auction that we've been running over the last few weeks, all to raise money for cancer research and Macmillan. The link below takes you to a Facebook group where you can go and browse everything that's left on offer. Just place your bids in there. If you end up being the highest bidder at the end of the week, when I close the bidding, which will be the Saturday or Sunday, I need to work out when we can go live, you will win. And then you pay your donation into one of the 2 charity Just Giving pages, and you'll win the item. It's as simple as that. So please go over. Remember, it's for charity, and bid on a few items.
Yep.
Job done.
Exactly. So it's going to be fantastic anyway. The items are fantastic, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they end on. And it'll be nice to see it in the live video. So you'll be doing that on the Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah, I need to work out whether it will replace our regular Sunday show. We were thinking we'd try and do it Saturday, but we might have something on, so I'll just have to confirm that during the week.
No worries.
Yeah.
No worries. All right, guys. Thank you everybody for joining. Really do appreciate you sticking with us, and for all the support. It's brilliant, and we'll see you guys in the next video. And Alf's not on auction, Stephen. Sorry. See you later, guys.
Night.